How's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 18 of the Purl Passion Podcast. It's been, I think, 3 weeks now since I last podcast. I was supposed to podcast last week, but I had some sick kids, so I didn't end up podcasting. So now I am back eventually. I usually come back eventually. Just trying to see here. Okay. Yeah, so I am back. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. My kids were sick. Alex got sick, and then Ellery got sick, and then Alex got sick again, and then Ellery was having problems with her bowels and constipation, and that was all really fun. So yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks for sure. But I have decided, after posting yesterday about how I had been struggling, that I am going to just keep on moving on. I've been listening to some motivational podcasts, and I'm kind of in a better headspace today. And I'm just, I need to stop feeling sorry for myself and appreciate the things that I have and just keep moving on. Keep being motivated and kind of get myself into a better routine. And so things are doing better today. Looking up. So hopefully that is a start to a couple better weeks anyway. So if you guys hear the wind outside, it's like super windy here right now. We're kind of under a wind warning, and we're supposed to be getting, I think, snow tonight. So yeah, if you guys hear the wind, it's just super windy outside. But yeah, if the power goes out, then I'm probably going to lose connection, but hopefully it'll be fine. I did want to give you guys an update. If you remember back a couple months ago, I released a hat pattern, and it was called the Sugarcane Farm Hat. And you can find the pattern on my Ravelry page. And there's lots of pictures on my Instagram if you want to see the picture of it. I didn't bring it. I don't have it near me, so I can't show it to you right now. But I did want to tell you guys that when I originally released that pattern, all the proceeds of that pattern went to a fellow knitter by the name of Brittany, who was on the wait list for a heart bilateral lung transplant, which is a heart and 2 lungs. And she was on that wait list for a very long time. And I ended up being able to donate $100 to her GoFundMe page with the release of that pattern, which I wanted to thank everyone for. And I also wanted to let you guys know that on November 2nd, Brittany ended up having a donor and getting her heart bilateral lung transplant. So if you guys were purchased that pattern, I just want to say thank you. I've been kind of following along her page and seeing just to see. She did make an update a couple days ago that she is doing well. So we're sending her all our love and hopes that she heals quickly and things go really well for her. Gosh, she really needs some good luck. So I just wanted to say thank you to all those who bought that pattern and contributed to her GoFundMe page. And I just kind of wanted to give you a quick update that she did get her transplant, and hopefully she's healing really well. And if you're listening to this, Brittany, I hope you're doing really well, and heal fast. So you can get back to life. Life not in a hospital bed. That'll be, I'm sure, a good change for her. She's been in a hospital for a very long time. So that was just a happy little update that I wanted to share with you guys. I also wanted to share with you guys that Stephanie from Direwolf Yarn Co. currently has her winter seasonal box on sale on her Etsy store. So if you guys wanted to pick that up, I showed you guys on my last podcast the one that I got. That was the fall kit. That was super amazing. So if you guys want to pick one of those up, there are a limited supply of those. So head on over to her Etsy shop where you can pick one of those up. So yeah, without further ado, on to some knitting. Finished object. I told you guys on my last podcast that I was working on a secret test knit for Steph from Direwolf. And I've since finished that and posted pictures, but I can show you guys again. This is my skeleton key cowl. And it is a pattern. Oh, it's inside out. No, it's not. Yes, it is. So yes, it goes this way. And as you can see, there's like a skeleton key type pattern here, which is really cool looking. There you go. You can kind of see it there. So yeah, this is her cowl pattern. I can put it on so you guys can see how it. Super cute. I knit this with just some colors that I had dyed myself. It's knit on MCN, which is Merino Cashmere Nylon. So yeah, I absolutely love it. And I have been wearing it so much. It's so nice. So if you guys want to pick up that pattern, it's available on Ravelry and probably on her Etsy store too. And I think she actually has kits if you guys are interested in purchasing the yarn and the pattern to make yourself one of these. I think the pattern, the original pattern calls for 450 gram skeins of fingering weight yarn. I did mine with 200 gram skeins, but it kind of does a fade. So you kind of fade the two colors. I just faded mine twice. I faded it here and here, but the original pattern has 4 colors. So there's 4 different colors fading and then it fades back in. So yeah, if you guys are interested in picking up that, it was a super easy, super fun project. Yeah, it's super cute. I really love it. It's warm. It looks really cute. So yeah, that was my finished object. Since it was a test, I had to have it finished. She wanted to release the pattern on Halloween because it's a skeleton key pattern. So she, wanted to have it released on Halloween. So I was knitting my little butt off trying to get that finished. So I didn't really work on a whole lot else until after I had finished and completed that. But I did manage to do some. I told you guys that I had I recycled an old bin that I was using in my pantry that I didn't need anymore, and I've been putting like just my yarn in it that I've been working on, like anything that I've been actually working on that I keep upstairs, so that when the kids are up here playing and stuff, I can just kind of grab something out of the basket to work on. But I think that the sticker is still appropriate. It has a label on it that says party supplies, which I think, what's more party supply than yarn, right? So yeah, I have been working on some samples of some of the colorways that I have for my Ellery collection. That should be available next year sometime when I open my Etsy store. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys just how some of these ones knit up. Keep in mind that hand-dyed yarn is hand-dyed yarn, and the nature of hand-dyed yarn is that it tends to not always knit up exactly the same, especially when you're, knitting different diameters, or, you can have pooling depending on what you're knitting and depending on the specific dye lot and all of that fun stuff. Hand-dyed yarn. No two are ever actually perfectly the same. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys the ones that I have done so far. I still got a couple left to do. There are 10 colors in all, but this is my diaper bag color. And this is a sample. I haven't blocked these yet or sewn in the ends, but I am going to do that and take some hopefully color correct pictures in natural light so that you guys can see how the colors came out. So this is my diaper bag colorway, which I really love, which actually this color was the original color of diaper bag, and I didn't like it. So then I kind of decided to go with a more muted, dusty, rose, pinky color than the brighter color. So this was just kind of one that was originally for this collection, but didn't really make it. So I used it for that show. But it's so pretty. It just wasn't exactly what I wanted. So yeah, that's diaper bag. Yeah, and if you guys look back in the pictures, that is actually the color of my diaper bag, of Allie's diaper bag. So this one is floral vest, and this is how it knit up. It's kind of got some speckling. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to block these and take some pictures in the natural light so that you guys can see a little better about how they turned out. But this is Tiny Shoes, I believe. Can't even remember my own color names. Just pretty sad. So this is the exact colors of my daughter's first pair of shoes. And this is how it knits up. I think this is one of my favorites. It's super cute. It's got like a peachy color and a teal and a purple on like a gray base. And it's got like this like a blue too. It's super pretty. I really like it. And then we have Sweatsuit with Ears, which is this colorway, which this is how it knit up. It's kind of hard to see in here because the lighting is not the greatest, but I will take some pictures in natural light. It's hard to have a podcast at nighttime when there's no sunlight and have color correct visuals, but yeah, that is the Sweatsuit with Ears. And if you want to see the actual Sweatsuit with Ears, I posted a pretty cute picture of it on my Instagram of Allie wearing it. So this one is Tiny Sock. And it is a pink tonal. And this is how mine knit up. So you can see that I kind of had a little bit of pooling here with the lighter color. But again, if you were making something that wasn't knit flat and was, a different diameter than this, it probably wouldn't knit up like that. But yeah, just a pretty pale pink, baby pink color. Too many ends here. So then this one is Solid Onesie. And that is the swatch for that. Very pretty. Kind of a tonal tealy color. And then I have this one, which is the tie-dye onesie, which I wasn't perfectly happy in exactly how this this skein dyed up. I think I put a little bit too much color in it. I wanted more of a white in this one, so it wasn't a true exact. There's a little bit more white in the original coloring, but yeah, this is how it turns out. It's very pretty. I really love it. So those are the ones I have completed so far. I'm halfway through Yellow Dress. Well, not halfway through. I started Yellow Dress. And then I have the cropped cardigan, and then I have one left to dye, because when I dyed it, I used the wrong color of the original, so I got to re-dye that one. and it is the floral onesie. So yeah, I'll have to dye that one up. And so I have technically 2 5/6 left in it. And I should have those all done and completed. I'm going to put them all back in this basket. My party supply basket. There we go. So yeah, that has been, I guess, my completed projects that I've knit in the last couple weeks, as well as my works in progress, because technically I'm still working on them. I'm still working on, for works in progress, I'm still working on my husband's sweater. So I knit everything I'm going to knit in this color. So it is most of both sleeves and most of the body. And it's kind of a giant tangled mess right now. Let's not look at that, because that gives me anxiety. Because I know I'm going to have to untangle it at some point. But yeah, this is the sweater so far. So I only dyed so much of this yarn. And I didn't completely dye enough. So I decided I was going to go with a navy, like a dark navy on the bottoms of the sleeves, at the bottom of the body. My husband decided he wanted to do kind of like a little bit of a fade into the navy, as opposed to just like a solid color block. So I've had some struggles last week or so trying to get the yarn right. So this, you can hear him laughing because it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. Not laughing. He's laughing. He says he's not laughing, but he's laughing. So yeah, the original plan was this yarn I had with some of the first yarn that I had dyed, and I dyed it with my Greener Shades dyes, which I don't have any left of that color. So I was trying to dye just a basic navy blue with my Acme dyes. So when I dyed them, the navy blue I find is a lot more purple, whereas this is a lot more like brighter blue. So I originally dyed them and they turned out a little too purple. So then I over dyed them with some gray, and then it didn't turn out any better. So then I kind of over dyed them again with some blue, with some more like a more brighter blue. And I think I got to something that me and my husband are both happy with. So this is, they're not completely dry yet, because unfortunately, now that it's not summer anymore, I can't just chuck yarn outside of my deck to dry, and it takes forever for it to dry in my house. So yeah, it's not completely dry yet, but I'm still going to show you guys anyway. So this is kind of what I ended up with. So this is the sweater. Let's see if I can hold these both up at the same time. I was telling my husband yesterday that I need 8 arms. 8 would be an appropriate amount of arms that I could need. So yeah, this is, as you guys can kind of see, that it's a little bit more of a purplier blue than the original blue in this, but I'm going to go with this for the bottom part of it. And I am going to try and do just like a basic, a little bit of a fade into it at the bottom. It's, yeah, not a big mess at the bottom. My son is playing with it. Also, I did try to put it outside to dry it, and it froze. It was, Alexa told me it was 6 degrees this morning, so I was like, it won't freeze. But then as the day went on, the wind got colder. I think it got colder outside. And when I did take it in, it definitely was a little crunchy at the bottom. But yeah, it's almost dry now. So then I'll skein it up, and then hopefully I can complete this sweater. There's tad bits of, I don't know. I think it's a cool combination of like the navy purpley color, but also some of the brighter blues too in it. So yeah, we'll see how that looks when I get that in there. I will show you guys. So yeah, that's my next project that I'm going to keep working on. as far as works in progress go, as well as my finishing up my swatches, I also have big plans to cast on a gazillion hats. So I'm gonna start doing some Christmas gifts for some family. I realized yesterday that I do not have a hand knitted hat for Miss Ellery, which is a crime. I realized as I'm a failure as a mother and a knitter that I do not have a hand knitted hat for my daughter. I had to put her in a commercially bought hat, which not cool. So yeah, I need to knit her a hat. I just ordered her a pom-pom. I ordered a bunch of pom-poms, actually. I also ordered one for my husband, so I'm going to take this navy blue skein and make a hat for my husband. I'm also going to make one for Miss Ellery. I also have this skein that I showed you guys last time that Miney Yarny Corner, Alex from Miney Yarny Corner, dyed up for me, that I am going to knit into a hat for myself. This is the Purl Passion colorway. So I'm not sure, what are you guys', if you guys want to put in the comments or send me a message, what are you guys' favorite fingering weight hat patterns? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I'll just design one. I don't know. Let me know what your favorite fingering weight yarn patterns are. I think you just want something that's like a basic hat though. Like I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I have to make that hat. Oh, excuse me. My daughter seems to have woken up, but my husband's tending to her. Yeah, so I have a lot of hats to make and a lot of pom-poms coming. And I ordered my pom-poms from the Grocery Girls. That's where I got the pom-poms that I put on my other hats. I really like their pom-poms. I like that they tie on so that you can just tie them on, take them off and switch them around if you want and tie them back on. So yeah, that's kind of what my going forward plans are. I also have another project that I'm working on that is a design in the works for next year, but that is top secret. I'm not going to show that to you guys for a little bit yet. I have kind of a confession I want to make, and I don't really want to make this confession, but I'm going to. If you guys remember when I was pregnant with Ellery, I did a gender reveal and had Steph from Dire Wolf Yarn Co. Knit me up some yarn to do with the gender reveal, which she did. And I started designing a sweater with it, and then things got really stressful, and I just couldn't put my brain to designing the sweater. And then I decided that I hate the design I was working on, and then I put it away, and I have not looked at it since, honestly. That was kind of a stressful time for me, because we found out that there could have been, some issues with Ellery, the brain size of Ellery's brain, and we were concerned about Downs and, other neurological issues. So yeah, it was a stressful time for me. So I still have the yarn and the start to a sweater that I made. But I think what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take the sweater out, pull it all out, and I think I'm going to knit a hat for Ellery. And I'm going to knit it bigger so that she can wear it for a long time. And put a little pink pom-pom on it, or purple pom-pom, I'm not sure which one. Because that's something she can keep for a long time. I might even make it really big, so that she can kind of keep it and wear it forever. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with it, because it's sentimental yarn to me. It was a very stressful time in my life. Everything ended up being okay with Ellery, obviously, but I wish I knew how to kick people out of here. I'm sure there's a way. This is the second time now that I've had people join my live podcast and put weird things in the comments. So yeah, that's fun. Someone just keeps saying Nazi, Hitler, Germany in the comment section. Which, yeah, we're gonna hide this user and we are going to report them. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out stop that because this is the second podcast in a row that has happened in my comment section. Oh well, it's all good. Anyways, yeah, that was my confession that I still have this yarn and I never really did anything with it other than start a sweater that I decided I hated and then never finish it. But this yarn is super special to me. It was a stressful time in my life, but it was an amazing time in my life at the same time. So yeah, I think that's my goal is I'm going to knit a hat for Miss L to keep her little head warm. I'll put a cute little pink pom-pom on top, and that way we can save it forever in the form of a hat instead of yarn that I never actually knit with. But yeah, that is my plan. But yeah, I found that today when I went upstairs and tried to get out my Christmas bag that I had gotten in my advent calendar for stuff last year. Because it's starting to get to be the Christmas season now. Remembering it's over, so I wanted to pull out my little Christmas bag that I had gotten. Who is this Christmas bag made by? This Christmas bag is made by Rave Stitches. And I got it in my advent last year. But yeah, that's when I saw the yarn and went down memory lane a little bit and decided I needed to confess that I never really ever did finish making anything with it. But yeah, now that I've told you guys that, I'm going to actually have to do something with it. So that's my goal, is to knit a hat for Allie out of that yarn so that way she can keep it and we can keep it and it'll be special forever. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys before I go is I did an exchange with McKaylee from Breaking Yarn. And you can find her on Instagram. I can't remember if she has her own website or if she's on Etsy, but her link is in her bio on Instagram for her shop. So yeah, I sent her some yarn and she sent me one of her bags, which I have been drooling over for a really long time. To be perfectly honest, I've never ever watched Breaking Bad. It's not really my kind of a show, but I fell in love with these bags as soon as I saw them. So it is a little bag. On this side it says Breaking Yarn, which is her logo, which I love. I love the little periodic table elements. And on the inside it has like a periodic table print in like a rainbow color, which I love. And then on this side it says I'm the one who knits, which is super cute. And it's got like a drawstring and a handle. So yeah, I love this bag. I think it has a little tag here on the side that says it's made by Mountain State Stitches. So I think that they make the bags and then McKelly puts her logo on it maybe. I think she does part of it anyway. And she also sent me this little stitch marker that says I'm the one who knits, which is super cute and I love it, along with a really cute little card. But yeah, you guys should check out McKaylee's shop. It is Breaking Yarn, I think, on Instagram. It's got to be at Breaking Yarn. just going to check and make sure so I don't lie to you. I hate when I lie to people accidentally, especially about things like, yes, at Breaking Yarn. That is McKaylee. Yeah. So you can go check out her. And let's see. She also has a podcast if you guys want to check out her podcast too. I think she has her own website, actually. I think it's breakingyarn.com. If you're interested in picking up some yarn or a bag from her. So yeah, that's my cute little bag. And yesterday I gave it to Ellie, and I closed it and gave it to Ellie, and she played with this thing for like an hour. So now one of my tags, my little pulley things, is a little spitty, but she played with this thing for like a good hour before she got bored. And I was very thankful because I was able to get some knitting done, which was really fantastic. So yeah, that's my cute little bag. That's all I have for today. I'm going to go and check on my daughter because she seems to be awake, and my husband does not seem to be having a good time putting her back to sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go put her down to bed. But I hope you guys have a good couple of weeks. And I guess I will see you again in 2 weeks' time when I do another podcast. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Someday I'm going to get to 1,000 so that I can not have to podcast on my computer, and I can just podcast and put things on my phone instead. You can't go live on YouTube from a mobile device unless you have 1,000 followers, which I'm sure I'll never get there, but that's okay. But yeah, I am getting closer to 100 though, which is exciting. So when I get to 100, I'll have to do like a giveaway or something. That'll be fun. But yeah, like and subscribe to this video if you liked it. If you didn't, that's okay. You can, I think there's a thumbs down option. You can hit that one if you'd like. But yeah, I'm going to go put Elle down to bed, and I hope you guys have a great evening. And you guys can head over to my Instagram page if you want to check out some more photos of my little swatches that I made that are taken in natural light instead of just my, overhead pot lights. So yeah, I will say good night, and we'll see you next time.